Hey there, welcome back guys. This video is special thanks to Sine from Lumary for sending us the Smart Home Disc Light Pro, which is right here. Amazing. We're going to change all the lights in here to make it better and work out just right for you. So when we're watching the videos, we can control it with Alexa. All right, so without any further ado, let's get started. Come. This is what we have here. Here's our packaging. It comes with 4. Okay, and they're the 6-inch ones. They should fit in above us and everywhere else around here perfectly. And we have a little instruction book. And of course we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it also comes with these right here. If you have a mount, little canister, but we're gonna put this one in, okay? Actually, what we do need are these things right here. Move these onto the ground so that they're not in our way. And then we have 4, okay? And then we have here, really nice. We're gonna use these right here. There are 3 that come with them. But aside from the electrical caps, look at this. This will go in like this. Hopefully it'll fit in our ceiling. And this will come out like that. This is the ground, okay? So hopefully in your wall you have one color like this that will match. But aside from the ground, we have our ground here and our live wire, which should be there. All right, so let's take out the previous one, but look at this. Nice. Wow, it's so big. I guess this is where the brain is, because apparently this is the AI version. So most likely there's going to be a lot more we can do with this when it comes moving forward. All right, let's install this thing. Okay, once we do one, you should be able to do the rest of them. We're going to unscrew. Whoops. Make a little bit of mess. Some stuff might fall onto whatever's down below, but that's okay. And I'm okay with the mess. Okay. If you haven't been inside your ceiling, then I don't recommend doing this. I know that these are not the standard screws right here for this, but unfortunately that's the way it is set up in here. I'm going to pull the wires out, okay? And you want to make sure that it's off, okay? You could reuse these wire clips too if you want. You should have a setup that looks like that. And see, that's why the screw is longer by default, because it's not flush with the ceiling. Okay, again, make sure the power is off before you do what I'm about to do. Unscrew them and then just pull. Come right off, see? We'll move that wire out of the way. Okay, so we're taking this off right here. And then we're gonna remove this one, same thing, unscrew, and voila. Remember, make sure the light is off. Well, you don't want to do this while the power is on. See, really easy to unscrew the wires. See, voila. Hardest part is pulling out the tape. And we should have 3 wires here. Our white, our black, and the ground, okay? And now, a word from our sponsor. So we're just gonna wrap that around the ground, which is here. Make sure this is seated correctly, and this is how it's gonna go on, okay? And do the same thing with all the colors, but see, and it should hold it. Before we have it hold it, we want to use some electrical tape, and then we'll wrap it around this wire so it's not exposed. Hardest part will be getting these screws back in. What we're going to do is we're going to seed this in, make sure the ground comes through too, the hole in the middle, see? Voila. Make sure. You could use a screwdriver if need be, but in my case, I am using the drill. Okay, again. Voila. We have 2 of these left, and 1 black and 1 white wire. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the white wire. Okay. And then remember, make sure the power is off, and we should be able to do the same thing with the black wire. So you should have these wires here like that. Okay. Twist the screw cap until you can't no more, and it should hold itself up like that, see? And then we'll take some electrical tape, wrap it around. Throw one here. Oops. There we go. See? And one more. And then we are done. Kind of neat, huh? So we have our 3 wires here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these wires and feed them into the hole gently. You should have enough space. If you don't have enough space to push your wires in, then you might have to call someone. Okay? And then these 2 prongs sticking out right here will go in to the side. Make sure that the wire cap isn't in the way. Like that, and then voila. Kind of neat, huh? That now we should be able to turn on the light. Oh wow, that's a nice white, but remember we're going to be able to change that. Oh, it's probably flashing because it needs to be connected to the Lumary application, but we're going to do that after we put the rest of the lights on.
¡Viva México, sí señor!
Great, so the lights are connected. The last one was just a nightmare because of the way the guy installed it was just way off. I had to jerry rig it, but it's fine. You want to make sure that when you screw it in, that you don't screw into any wires or even screw it to the ceiling. And if you can't see the ceiling, don't screw the mount of the electrical box into the ceiling because there could be wires behind there or a plate or a pipe. Again, if you don't see inside your walls and if it's not as fluid and streamlined as you might think, don't do it. Call an electrician. I know what the inside of my walls look like. I've seen them before and after, so I can gauge what's there. I know there's a pipe there. I know there's electrical. I know that it's a nightmare, as you can see the before and after in this video. So if you don't know what the inside of your walls look like, don't do it, but do hire a professional. Okay, knowing that, moving forward, we're going to launch the Lumary light. All right, so here we go. Download it. There's a link to it in the description. Before we do that, when we turn the lights on, they're going to pulse, okay? And pulse means that they're going to, they're basically ready to be added to the Lumary network. And as you can see, we got one there. Add device, and we're going to do 2 different lights because we have lights over here and then another light's connected to another switch. Okay. All right, so now I believe it is ceiling light. Let's try the first one. And of course we gotta shut the light off to resync everything. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, turn it on, and then we'll power it on again. See, it's pulsing. Okay, wait for it, and power on again. We reset it. Okay, click next. Almost. Confirm, yes, next. There we go. Oh, now we need to add our network. Select next. And oh wow, you can see the 3 lights. Interesting, 1, 2, 3. Great, so it's updating, I guess, 1 light being added, and then the second light, and then the 3rd light. So we got 3 lights. Wish I had another one. We got 4, but we would need 5 for it to connect to the other over there. You could probably control each one individually, because you could probably name them to make it easier. I believe the next one being added is this one, and the 3rd one is the one all the way back there in the corner. 3 and 4th one is there connected to another light. If we had 5, we can add one there. First, let's get it set up. All right, knowing that, moving forward, it's added successfully, but we don't know which one's which because I guess you can control different ones, all right? So we'll rename them later once we know, but ideally I want the same light around here anyway. So we'll select done, enjoy, close, and there go our lights. Oh wow, look, we can control it. Let's say I don't want that light. I can go, I'll turn it off. Actually, it turned off the one in the corner. So turn the one in the corner back on. We'll call it printer light. Wow, and then turn that one off. This is really nice because you don't have to have too much lighting. What I want to do is adjust the light though, so that we can have the particular lighting that we want for the recording, which is a little bit warmer. So that you see, look, there's the brightness level. Let's see, which one are we controlling? That's the one in the corner. Nobody puts Louis in the corner. All right, so for sure. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. We can go here, brightness, and we call that one, we could rename it, right? Corner, right? Corner or Ender 3 S1 Pro will have its own light. So we would click on it, right? Oh, wow, look at that. You can control the brightness. You could put it do not disturb, but this one we want to call it Ender 3 S1 Pro because the Ender 3 has its own light. Okay, voila. And then we'll call this one, see, there we go. You know, changing the brightness, and I don't like that one, but we should be able to change it. Okay, in that corner over there, you'll see the light go off. See? We also have do not disturb. All right, so let's try these before us. With these we'll rename later. I'll probably call these studio. Okay, what's this dream already? Oh wow, look at that. We can have little ambience going on around the light itself, like a little red. So we'll call this one cameras, right? You already know where it is because it's called camera light. In case you're wondering about that party feature, let's go back. So now we have the camera light, and you click here, party. Oh, so the party just does that around it. Interesting. That's all right. I think the girls might get a kick of it, but they're not partying in here, that's for sure. So we can just do that, and the party goes off. No more party. But I want to set the main light. See that? Oh, look, this is where we select recommended scene. So we have night. Oh, that's similar to what I had before. I don't like it. Reading, which is really bright. See that? Working. I kind of like working because it matches these two right here. I think we may have found their match. Leisure. No, still a little too yellow. Working matches everything here. I'll have to see how it looks when I get back to it. But let's see what we have here. Recommended. So this is how we can add and change, and look at that. Oh wow, that is so cool. So you can decide which one is right for you, and then you have flash. What's flash? Flash. It hurts my eyes, but and then you have your speed. Oh wow, you got to play with it and see what works right for you. And then you have breathe. I'm going to put it back the way it was because I like the setting that I had just chosen, which was this one, working. And I'm going to change the other one called boxes because that's where the boxes are. And then you can play with it. See, I want it to be on working. There now we've got it matching. And then we'll go here. And then this, it's nice that it tells you what color the auxiliary light is, but then we can control it. See? And then let's see if we can turn on. The auxiliary light isn't working. That's kind of interesting. Let's try, that's on air. Let's try camera light. See if the auxiliary light works on camera light. Interesting, but it doesn't work. I guess it's like in party scene. Oh, there we go. Yay, it's working. Probably just needed to be reset. I'm not crazy about red. Red's good for danger, but if it's danger, it's going to be an exit sign. Let's change it to blue. I like that one. Too bad there's no RGB where you just copy and paste it and get this and set them all to that color. But that's okay. I can close it out. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but honestly, I'm not crazy about it. Festival, life, scenery, and oh wow, music. You can probably get it to pulsate romantic romance. Oh wow, interesting. Just click allow. Hello. Oh, because then it'll just dance to the music, similar to those lights we made back in the past when they would pulsate to the sound of music. This is really nice. So now we can turn the light on again. See, it's on, and then it's on. It's a little bright, but I like that because it's giving me the extra light I need if I want to turn those off. And of course, we don't need, honestly, I don't need the auxiliary light, and then we can add it to Alexa. I like that light. Can't really see how it looks until after I'm recording. Actually, you could probably see from here. Oh yeah, it's pretty bright. Wow. But I like it. And then I'll do the same for the one on the Ender 3 S1 Pro, because we have one there, but that one's connected to another light switch, but you get the idea. So we'll have a total of 4. You just have to remember the names of the light, or you can just call it living room. But in this case, it's not a living room, and every zone has its own light, including that including that corner, which has one that doesn't match what we have going on here. Alexa, turn on camera lights.
Okay.
Nice. What do you think? You'll have to decide. We'll probably do it on the live stream and take a vote from you guys. There we are. So we added that light. We changed it by clicking main light and selecting working. Definitely have to get another light for over there. It's just, here, I'll show you what it looks like. It's like night and day to that. Like, we've been taken out of the Stone Ages and brought back into the light. Before, after, and you can choose your color. Alexa, turn off Ender 3 S1 Pro, or Ender, oh no, not Ender 3. Alexa, turn off Creality High.
Got it.
But she did turn off Ender 3. Alexa, turn on Ender 3 S1 Pro.
Got it.
See, because, oh, and then probably for there, we want to do the same thing. Select it and put it on working so we get that same light, so that when we have 3D print of the week and we need to use that printer, we'll no longer be left in the dark. Definitely brighter, definitely better. And let's check, that's Creality High, Ender 3. Oh yeah, much brighter. I just have to adjust the camera a little bit and back to where we were. So we're not left in the dark. Wow, this is great. You know, controlling the lights at the touch of your fingertips is just phenomenal. Now remember, this is my experience. I have one light here, one light there, 4. But if you have your whole living room set up, movie night will never be the same because you have that flashing ambience to music mode. And then I just need to turn that off. That's pretty much it. But now I never have to get up to shut off the lights again because the light switch is always on. I just need to remember the name of like camera 1, camera 2, or just call it camera lights. And then we have Ender 3 and Creality and on air, something like that. It'll come to you naturally, or just say lights, let there be light, and you can call it that, right? You could name your network Alexa, let there be light, and then she'll turn them all on. But in this case, Alexa, turn on camera lights.
Okay.
There we go. Alexa, turn off on air.
Okay.
And then finally, Alexa, turn off camera light.
Okay.
See? I think shortening the name will actually make it better. And then now I can say I kind of want it on. Alexa, turn on camera light. And as you can see, unfortunately, I need to get up the old-fashioned way. Well, you're old-fashioned, someone might say. When you get up and turn off your lights, you have to do it the old-school way. Oh, Louie, time to shut off the lights. And there you go. Kind of neat, huh? Well, maybe we'll call that one Louie's Corner if we get another one. That's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Alexa, well, turn on air. There we go. I hope this video helped you in getting set up with your Lumary Illuminati experience. And I hope that this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. Or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you all next time.